One evening he arrived home shivering out of fear. "I saw something terrible," he cried. "It was as big as 4 big horses with long and sharp claws. It has a long pointy tail and shiny blue scales all over its body." His son went and searched in his book. "It seems like you saw a dragon, Dad," said the boy. His parents were scared, but he was calm as always. Wondering if the dragon is friendly or not, next morning the son got up and set up to the hill. When the boy arrived, found the dragon really friendly. They smiled at each other. Then boy sat down and asked many questions from the blue dragon. The dragon started to narrate stories from old times. There were very dangerous dragons everywhere back then, and knights had to battle them and rescue princesses. The boy came back every day to hear the stories. But after a while, the villagers found out about our blue dragon. Obviously, they were scared. The boy went to the dragon and said, "The villagers want to get rid of you, but I wouldn't be hurt. Not even a scratch," said the dragon. That afternoon, the boy heard of very bad news in the village. The villagers wanted to send to St. George, the dragon killer, for fighting the dragon. The boy ran straight to the dragon and said, "They want to say St. George, the dragon killer, after you. He has the longest spear I've ever seen. Thanks for telling me. But I don't want to fight, so I'm going to just hide in my cave and wait for him to leave," said the dragon. "No, you don't have a choice. People want to fight." But the dragon yawned. "I'm sure you will find a way." The boy went back to the village quietly. There he saw a group of villagers who were talking about the dangerous dragon. "Did you know that he eats 10 sheep just for breakfast?" "Yeah, I heard that he burnt down several houses." The boy yelled with anger. "This is a lie. This dragon can't even an ant. But everyone wants a fight." "What can I do?" said St. George. The boy whispered, "Follow me." The boy took the dragon killer to visit the dragon. St. George said, "What an amazing place for a fight." "There will be no fighting," said the dragon very firmly. "Not even pretend to fight?" "Maybe," the boy said. "Do you promise not to harm him?" St. George thought a little bit and said, "Well, it has to look real," the dragon asked. "Will there a feast after the fight?" "Yes, and I promise that you can come," said St. George. The next morning, lots of people came for watching the fight. The boy was standing near the dragon's cave, looking nervous. They cheered and yelled when St. George showed up. Soon, a roar echoed in the mountain and flames spread in the air. The dragon blew fire. St. George galloped hard, his spear held high. The dragon jumped up and the shot passed each other. "Missed!" yelled the crowd. St. George and the dragon turned and charged again. This time there was no chance for them to miss. After a long fight, finally Dragon slumped to the ground. George stood on him. The crowd shouted, "Cut off his head!" George said, "I think the dragon has learned his lesson. Let's just invite him to the feast." Then St. George led the boy, the dragon, and villagers down to the mountain. The boy was really happy because he managed to execute his plan. The villagers were also happy because they had seen the fight they wanted so badly. St. George was also happy because he had won the battle. But the dragon was the happiest. He now had lots of friends and delicious food to eat. "It was a wonderful night," whispered the dragon and began to snore. "Oh, how should I take him back to his cave?" asked the boy. "I'll help," St. George laughed. He gave the dragon a prod and they set off up the mountain hand in hand. The saint, the blue dragon, and the boy.